Welcome in to the Everyday Grind News World of Warcraft edition. Wrath Classic has been testing a new feature for PvP cross-realm functionality. While players are still asking for LFD for all dungeons, Blizzard's current focus is in PvP groups. Here's what they said. We do recognize, however, that PvP has been cross-realm for almost all of WoW's existence, and that realm restrictions get in the way of utilizing Teamless Arena that was added in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. As a result, we've implemented a system to allow you to group with players on other realms and queue into area matches and battlegrounds together. We feel that this is a sensible change, considering that arenas have been cross-server since their inception in 2007. And battlegrounds have been cross-realm since shortly after they were introduced back in original World of Warcraft. As a side note, PvE players wanting the Looking for Dungeon tool have to wait a little longer. Blizzard has no intention at this time of adding that to the game. Wrath players, it's time to get excited and mark your calendars for January 17th and January 19th. The Argent Crusade and new arena season begins on the 17th. Also, Ulduar Raid will open on January 19th. Titan Rune Dungeons hit Wrath of the Lich King Classic on January 17th. Let's check it out. A new mysterious Titanic relic now looms near the entrance of all level 80 heroic dungeons. Once your party interacts with it and channels its power, the relic will cause all enemies in the dungeon to gain additional health and damage and additional effects depending on the dungeon. Gear that formerly dropped in normal 10-player versions of Naxxramas, Eye of Eternity, and the Obsidian Sanctum can now drop from dungeon bosses when they're under the effects of the mysterious Titanic relic. And finally, Wrath players, it's time to get rid of your emblems of heroism and get ready for the new emblems of conquest. Here are your Wrath of the Lich King Classic changes on dungeon and raid emblem changes. A new emblem type is now available, the Emblem of Conquest. Emblems of Conquest can be obtained from all bosses in Ulduar and from the Proof of Demise heroic dungeon daily quests. Emblems of Valor can now be obtained from all heroic dungeon bosses and from the normal dungeon daily quest Chimere 4Cs. One of the biggest features of Dragonflight is the Inspiration Catalyst, and that will hit the game on January 23rd. This is your chance. Now is your time to get your 4-piece set. If you've been missing out on it, don't forget that crafted gear cannot be used in the Catalyst. Dragonflight patch 10.0.5 will be dropping on January 24th in NA and January 25th in EU. Here are the features that you have been waiting for. Storms of epic proportions, a new Primal Storm event. The Storm's Fury is brewing and will take place in the Primalist future. The Storm's Fury event will spin up every 5 hours. When it's active, head to the Temporal Conflux portal in Thaldraszus. Ready to wear, expand your wardrobe with common white and poor gray quality gear. Each item will now be bind on equip and can be added to your appearances collection, so you can mix and match like the stylist you are to create the ultimate transmog sets for any occasion. And if that does not excite you, let's dig into the Trading Post. Starting on February 1st, a new feature making its way to World of Warcraft, the Trading Post. Complete monthly activities to earn currency toward decking out your characters in cosmetic transmogs, pets, and mounts, with new items and activities introduced every month beginning on February 1st, when the Trading Post in Orgrimmar and Stormwind open for the first time. Players who purchase Dragonflight when the Trading Post opens will receive 500 currency called Trader's Tender, but don't think that Blizzard has forgotten the people who bought the game before the Trading Post. As a way of saying thank you to the community for continuing to play World of Warcraft with us, we will be awarding a bonus 500 Trader's Tender to players who purchase Dragonflight and add it to their account. This bonus Trader's Tender will also be rewarded retroactively to players who have already purchased Dragonflight. Players can collect this bonus Trader's Tender once the Trading Post feature goes live from their collector's cache. Some players, while dragon riding, are experiencing motion sickness. In patch 10.0.5, Warcraft is adding some new motion sickness options to help you out. This is the landscape darkening. The faster you go, the darker the world gets. This is Focal Circle. As you can see, the circle stays with you wherever you fly. And this is both darkening and circle. You get the benefits of both the landscape darkening and this Focal Circle. To find this motion sickness option, simply open up your menu, go down to accessibility, Find the General tab, go to Dragon Riding, where you will have a drop-down menu, and you can choose one of those 3 options. It's no surprise to a lot of players that public crafting orders have been an issue for a lot of players, but in patch 10.0.5, Blizzard is attempting to make some changes for everyone. This posted on the PTR does seem likely to go into the live game. The solution on the 10.0.5 PTR seems to be capping the number of public work orders that crafters can fulfill to 4, down from 20. If you can't increase the number of buyers, then you need to lower the number of sellers. We'll see what actually makes it into the live game. And speaking of crafting orders, the crafting order system will be getting some improvements in the near future. Warcraft stating that the system is a core success, but players feel differently. Guild orders seem to be the way to go as of today. However, Blizzard has honed in on 2 areas they are working on. Area number 1, helping better connect customers and crafters. There is nothing wrong with a bit of effort to get the best gear or to attract customers. This is currently mostly accomplished through trade chat, though, which, while it does have a nice social component to it, something we love to see more of, it is by no means an ideal way to find a crafter for a specific item or a customer to craft for. Area number 2, helping better support interactions between players who are depending on inspiration to reach a higher quality level. Dungeon and raid fixes went out this week. This means that your No Con Defensive, Ruby Life Pools, Algathar Academy, and Mythic Vault of the Incarnates runs should go much smoother. Don't forget to catch my live streams 5 days a week on Twitch, and please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell right here on this YouTube channel so you don't miss another YouTube short or next week's The Everyday Grind News World of Warcraft edition.